The Workmen's Compensation Act 1923. After 2010, the Workmen's Compensation Act 1923 is known as the Employees Compensation Act 1923. Under Schedule 2, it covers to employees in railways working in connection with the operations, repair and maintenance of a lift or a vehicle propelled by steam or other mechanical power or by electricity, or in connection with the loading or unloading of any such vehicle. It provides for compensation to an employee who dies or suffers partial or total disablement due to accident on duty. The compensation has to be paid by the employers. Employees Compensation Act rule changed in 2020. The central government has changed the amount of wages to be considered for calculation of compensation to workers under the Employees Compensation Act 1923 via notification S.O.71 of E dated January 3, 2020. The amount of wages considered previously for the calculation of compensation was just 8,000 rupees. Now it will be rupees 15,000 according to the notification by the Ministry of Labour and Employment. As per the Employees Compensation Act, an employer is liable to pay compensation of personal injury is caused to an employee during an accident arising out of and in course of his or her employment. The employer will not be liable to pay compensation when an injury does not result in the total or partial disablement of the employee for more than 3 days. An injury does not result in death or permanent total disablement caused by an accident under the influence of drink or drugs. In case of accidents caused by willful disobedience of the rules by the employee and willful removal of safeguards, the employer is not liable to pay compensation. Compensation calculation. The computation of compensation under the Act is done as per provisions on Section 4 of the Act. In case of accidents resulting in death, an amount equal to 50% of the monthly wages of the deceased multiplied by the relevant factor, or an amount of rupees 1,25,000, whichever is more. If the accident results in permanent total disablement, an amount equal to 60% of the monthly wages of the injured employee multiplied by the relevant factor, or an amount of rupees 1,40,000, whichever is more. The relevant factor means the factor specified in the second column of Schedule 4 against the entry in the first column of the schedule specifying the number of years which are the same as the completed years of the age of the employee on his last birthday. Where permanent partial disablement results from the injury. In the case of an injury specified in Part 2 of Schedule 1, such percentage of the compensation which would have been payable in the case of permanent total disablement, as is specified therein, as being the percentage of the loss of earning capacity caused by that injury. And in the case of an injury not specified in Schedule 1, such percentage of the compensation payable in the case of permanent total disablement as is proportionate to the loss of earning capacity, wherein temporary disablement, whether total or partial, results from the injury, a half monthly payment of the sum equivalent to 25% of monthly wages of the employee to be paid in accordance with the provisions of subsection 2. Method of calculating wages, where the employee has, during a continuous period of not less than 12 months immediately preceding the accident, been in the service of the employer who is liable to pay compensation. The monthly wages of the employee shall be 1/12 of the total wages which have fallen due for payment to him by the employer in the last 12 months of that period, where the whole of the continuous period of service immediately preceding the accident, during which the employee was in the service of the employer who is liable to pay the compensation, was less than 1 month, the monthly wages of the employee shall be the average monthly amount which, during the 12 months immediately preceding the accident, was being earned by a employee employed on the same work by the same employer, or if there was no employee so employed by an employee employed on similar work in the same locality. In other cases, including cases in which it is not possible for want of necessary information to calculate the monthly wages, under clause B, the monthly wages shall be 30 times the total wages earned in respect of the last continuous period of the service immediately preceding the accident from the employer who is liable to pay compensation, divided by the number of days of comprising such period. Limit of disposal of cases relating to the compensation. The Commissioner shall dispose of the matter relating to the compensation under this Act within a period of 3 months from the date of reference and intimate the decision in respect thereof within the said period to the employee. Thank you.